Hey everyone, welcome back to Twin Formula One. This is my reaction to the Australia Grand Prix. I was a bit skeptical about this race going in. I didn't enjoy the qualifying that much. I didn't like the slowing down on the straights and the downshifting through the corners. Um, but the racing was really good actually. Like the first 15 laps were probably one of the best openings to a Formula One race that I've ever seen. But we'll start half an hour before the race, um, when the Australia curse hit and Oscar Piastri absolutely binned it and could not enter the race. It is quite the shame for him. Really disappointing for all the fans out there, like 500,000 fans. They didn't get to see the person that they wanted to see do well. I'd like to see Oscar do well as well. I think he's a good kid. I think he's got a hell of a lot of potential. Um, and yeah, we'll see what he does in China, I guess. Nico Hulkenberg also did not start with Audi, which is not great for them. It's their first time with this engine. I'm not entirely sure what happened to them. Um, but yeah, so the first 15 laps. I mean, I was hoping that pre-season was going to come true and the Ferrari launches were going to be incredible. They have these smaller turbos specifically for these starts, and it didn't disappoint. Charles Leclerc from fourth by turn one had got the lead over George Russell. Kimi Antonelli had dropped back to seventh. Um, Lewis Hamilton had gone to seventh to third, fourth, and Arvid Lindblad had gone from ninth to third and fourth as well. They were fighting for that position. It was an incredible start. And over the next 15 laps, uh, all kind of settled out again. George Russell and Leclerc swapped positions multiple times. It was really fun to watch. These cars are really nimble, exciting to watch. They look faster than you think. I don't know how much slower they were, but it was good racing. Like all out through the grid. Like everyone was like doing some good racing. Eventually, it petered out when the gap started getting bigger because the boost, obviously, you have to be a second behind. But the good thing about that, when you do get behind, there are potentially going to be some really good battles. George Russell obviously won the Australian Grand Prix, the opener. He did really well. Eventually, he got it done. I think Ferrari really lost it down to strategy. For some reason, they decided not to pit at least one of the cars during either one of the virtual safety cars, and that is where they lost 10 seconds to Mercedes. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame. A bit like last year, like not making the right decisions during the strategy, and I think they've cost themselves a second and possibly even fighting for the win. But yeah, really impressive from Leclerc and Hamilton to be up there. I think they are the only ones that are capable of fighting Mercedes. That is no joke. Um, Lando Norris, I mean, he made a position, but that's kind of it. It's 51 seconds behind the leaders, um, with a Mercedes engine. So not really great for them. Obviously, Oscar being out, but I cannot see them being like a difference between those two drivers. They have to make a massive step. Um, Hadjar started in third, um, dropped back a little bit, and then unfortunately for him, another bad Australia and his engine completely blew up. So he was out of the race. Max Verstappen came from the back, um, did the overtakes, completely overpowered everyone because he is in a better car, but got up to Lando Norris and couldn't overtake him. So they're not fast either. I mean, Hadjar dropped back straight away. the Ferraris are overpowered at the start. Max Verstappen got back up to Lando Norris, obviously made a load of overtakes, but once he got to competitive cars, or at least competitive around his car, couldn't overtake, so they have to make some changes as well. I think Oliver Bierman was a good surprise. Like, he came from 12th and ended up in 7th. Got 6 points for Haas in the opener, which is really good. Carrying on this season, claiming points as he has been as a rookie. Arvid Lindblad was a really good surprise. I really enjoyed watching him race. Went from ninth and was fighting the top like three within the first like few corners and laps. He's really punchy. He's not afraid of anyone. Really skillful, fast. Yeah, I think we're going to enjoy watching him race this year. Gabriel Bortoleto. Gabriel Bortoleto. He actually had a really good race. Got Audi their first points in their debut race, which is really impressive. Gabriel Bortoleto was really impressive last year as well. But yeah, they got 2 points in ninth. Pierre Gasly, a bit of a shocker, like got into 10th. For me, I didn't think Alpine were going to be anywhere, and they've ended up getting their first point of the year. Esteban Ocon in 11th. Alex Albon in the Williams in 12th. Not really a good showing for Williams. I think they were 12th and 15th. Liam Lawson, Racing Bulls. Yeah, there are a couple of little battles with Perez, which was quite funny. A bit reminiscent of when they raced for irrespective teams, Racing Bulls and Red Bulls. Franco Colapinto in the other Alpine came 14th. I think there's a lot of work that can be done there. They are in the Mercedes engine, so hopefully they can do something. I was quite skeptical of Alpine. I don't think they run very well, and they may not have got points if other people were still in it, but I don't think that's too bad from them. Williams, that is a bad race for them, that's for sure. Cadillac had Valtteri Bottas DNF. His engine seems to have malfunctioned as well, blocking the pit lane at one point in the race. Sergio Perez did finish though with the Cadillac, which is a good showing. It's their first race as a team, new car. Lance Stroll and Fernando Alonso, neither one were classified. Lance Stroll did 43 laps but was not classified. It was 15 laps down. Fernando Alonso only did 21 laps and DNF. So yeah, pretty poor showing from Aston Martin. I'm quite surprised at them. Very disappointed that they are this bad, because I don't know where they go from here. Like, I mean, scrap 26. They won't do that, obviously. Like, they've got so much investment. Adrian Newey does not want to end this season badly. Like, it's his first year being team principal. He's part owner. We'll see. But this race gives me hope for the rest of the year that we are going to see good racing. I think, like Charles Leclerc, Hamilton are going to give the fight to Russell and Antonelli and the Mercedes. I think if they can keep those starts going, people will learn how to do that themselves. I'm assuming, but they do have smaller turbos, so unless you're going to bang on a small turbo and sacrifice something else, I don't know what you do there. But hopefully they can keep that going and really push for wins as well. Antonelli just needs to clean up his weekends a little bit. George Russell, if he carries on like that, is going to be unstoppable. Lando Norris and the McLaren team need to make a massive step, as do Red Bull with Max Verstappen. But yeah, I'm excited for the rest of the year. We've got China next week. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, hit the like button, subscribe to Twin Formula One, and I'll see you in the next one.